Top 10 Best Gay Movies with Happy Endings. If you are tired of the same old sad love stories and are ready to trade in your tissues for a jolly good time, then you've come to the right place. We are taking you to a cinematic journey through a world where love conquers all, and happy endings are the name of the game. From heartwarming romances to side-splitting comedies, we've got you covered. So grab your popcorn, get cozy, and let's dive into the top 10 gay films that'll leave you feeling all warm and fuzzy inside.
No, I'm gay.
Honey.
Love, Simon. We start our list with a classic vanilla movie that hits the right spot, more often than not. While adventurous tastes are exciting, there's something comforting about a simple, well-executed vanilla treat. Love, Simon offers that familiar, heartwarming tale with a refreshing twist. Imagine a blend of classic rom-coms, but with a gay protagonist, and this movie is just that. Love, Simon, directed by Greg Berlanti, adapts the novel Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda. While the novel's title suggests a more rebellious tone, the film opts for a gentler, more mainstream approach. Simon, played by Nick Robinson, navigates his suburban life with a hidden secret, his sexuality. His internal monologue provides a window into his thoughts and feelings, revealing his struggles with identity and desire. When he connects with an anonymous classmate, Blue, over email, his life takes an unexpected turn. However, his secret is threatened by Martin, a classmate who discovers his chats with Blue. The movie does have its overtly scripted moments, but Jennifer Garner getting to be a wildly affirming supermom is sure to heal a lot of queer childhood traumas. She tells her son he can stop holding it in and just breathe now, something that all of us want to hear time and again. The Way He Looks. Continuing with milder films to ease you into our list, The Way He Looks is one of those films that you want to rush out and tell your friends about after seeing. It is like some obscure restaurant you discovered in a part of town that few venture to visit. It's not a mind-blowing piece of great art, although it did garner the Fipresci Prize for Best Feature Film in the Panorama at the 64th Berlin International Film Festival. It won't change your life or the way you see the world. That said, this enchanting movie of young romance will probably leave you feeling pretty good. Brazilian director Daniel Ribeiro's first feature film tells the story of the friendship and budding love between two teenage boys who meet when Gabriel, the newcomer to town, enters his new classroom in a middle-class Sao Paulo suburban school and is assigned to sit next to a blind student, Leonardo. Leonardo and Gabriel's story, however, is not a struggle for self-acceptance, but the longing for and pursuit of their first attraction. When and how they have come out to themselves is a backstory the film declines to investigate, but instead takes as a matter of fact. While the film arguably underplays the real-world difficulties of gay adolescence and blindness both, it is a lyrical tribute to what a better world might look like, and what hopefully for some gay teenagers growing up today already is. While you are watching our list of the best gay movies with happy endings, don't forget to tell us your best feel-good movie of all time. Big Eden, one of the most beloved gay films of all time. Tom Bezucha's Big Eden appears on all sorts of top LGBT movie lists ever since its wildly popular debut in 2000. It stars R.A. Gross as Henry Hart, a 30-something gay artist living in New York City who returns to his Montana hometown of Big Eden to visit his ailing grandfather, Sam. Henry has never actually come out to Grandpa Sam, and as he grapples with his own process of self-acceptance, he also continues to pine over handsome Dean Stewart, his straight crush from high school. As the town's general store proprietor Pike Dexter begins to fall for Henry, the people of Big Eden rise to the occasion to play Cupid. Big Eden is a uniquely American fable about home and family. It hits upon the universal longing and hope we each have for finding a place where we are loved, and the unconditional desire to see those that we love find happiness. Shelter. This coming-of-age romantic drama explores themes of family, love, and self-discovery. The film follows Zach, a young man burdened with family responsibilities, as he navigates his budding relationship with Sean, his best friend's older brother. The good points are that the film features strong performances from its cast, particularly from Brad Rowe and Pablo Schreiber, who bring depth and emotion to their roles. The stunning cinematography captures the beauty of the Californian coastline, creating a visually appealing backdrop for the story. joy. These factors, coupled with the film's story, are both relatable and heartwarming, resonating with audiences who have struggled with similar challenges. There are some weak points too, like the predictable plot and some uncooked characters. Overall, Shelter is a well-crafted and emotionally resonant film that explores themes of love, family, and personal growth. While it may not be groundbreaking, it offers a satisfying and enjoyable viewing experience.
Really, I just want to take pictures of animals. It's pretty nerdy, I guess.
Okay, what's your favorite animal?
Bossus monkey, they live in the mango groves of Borneo.
Alex Strangelove. The plot essentially revolves around the life of Alex Truelove, a stereotypically awkward and goofy high schooler coping with the stress of trying to lose his virginity to his girlfriend. All well and good, but he is also struggling with discovering his sexuality. Both Donaghy and Weinstein give believably fun performances, and the film has excellent cinematographer thanks to Hilary Spera. But that doesn't stop this unusual story from falling into the same usual routines that other teen rom-coms have fallen into 10 times before. But this doesn't mean that there weren't a few moments that made Alex Strangelove unique. Notably, its depiction of drugs, for one, came across as pretty honest. While other movies might show students under the influence of hallucinogens to be hilariously nonsensical, Alex Strangelove instead sees the main character's best friend undergo transformation into a sweaty, grimy animal who is more terrified of his trip than excited by it. It is fun, hilarious, and a teen romance, the kind of setting which shows the gay lead as a normal everyday person. Despite being a tried and tested goofy formula, Alex Strangelove is a comfy movie. It is a welcome change from the despair-filled gay stories that are filled with struggles too close to real life. Is there a bad, gay, and optimistic movie that you are actually afraid to tell your friends that you like? Don't be shy, tell us down in the comments.
How do you mean?
You'll understand then, I don't have to explain.
Understand what?
That I love you.
Total rubbish.
Maurice is a British period drama that exudes charm and subtle romance, set against the lush green landscapes and stately homes of Edwardian England. In this refined world of manners and decorum, we follow Maurice Hall as he navigates life's complexities, both in love and identity. Maurice, a well-mannered young man from a respectable background, initially falls for his university friend Clive, who seems to share his affections but is wary of the societal consequences. Clive's cautious nature contrasts sharply with Maurice's deep yearning for something true and lasting. When the two are drawn apart, Maurice finds himself feeling lost, seeking connection in a world that doesn't embrace his desires. Directed by James Ivory, the film captures the elegance of its setting and the intensity of Maurice's journey with delicate artistry. Each scene unfolds like a painting, with every frame revealing both the beauty and restraint of Maurice's world, gently urging us to empathize with his struggle and triumph in finding love and self-acceptance.
Tannins! What do you do while I'm on stage?
Nothing, I lie here.
The Birdcage. The Birdcage is like a flamboyant peacock, strutting its stuff and demanding attention. It's a riotous comedy that's as colorful as a drag queen's wardrobe. Imagine a gay couple, Armand and Albert, running a drag club in Miami. Now, picture them trying to pass as a straight conservative family to impress their son's ultra-conservative fiance's parents. It's a recipe for chaos, and boy, does it deliver. Robin Williams and Nathan Lane are a comedic dream team, their on-screen chemistry as electric as a faulty light bulb. Lane, in particular, steals the show with his over-the-top performance as the outrageous Albert. The film is packed with hilarious one-liners, outrageous situations, and plenty of campy fun. Sure, the plot is as predictable as a punchline, but who cares when you've got a cast this talented and a script this silly? The Birdcage is a guilty pleasure that will have you laughing until your sides ache. So grab a cocktail, put on your feather boa, and get ready for a wild ride.
Jeffrey, it's just sex.
Just sex? Just sex?
Jeffrey, this 1995 film came at a time when AIDS was at its peak and was weaponized against the gay community. This film is a unique blend of comedy and drama that tackles the serious issue of AIDS with a witty and often hilarious approach. The film follows Jeffrey, a gay man living in New York City who decides to abstain from sex to protect himself from the epidemic. However, his newfound celibacy is challenged when he meets the charming and HIV-positive Steve. The film's strength lies in its ability to balance humor and heart. The script is sharp and witty, filled with clever dialogue and satirical observations about the gay community and the AIDS crisis. The performances are outstanding, with Steven Weber delivering a nuanced and relatable portrayal of Jeffrey, and Michael T. Weiss bringing charisma and vulnerability to the role of Steve. While the film's humor may not be to everyone's taste, it offers a refreshing perspective on a difficult subject. It's a film that can make you laugh, cry, and think all at the same time. Jeffrey is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and love can prevail.
As well as providing the material for the firefighters tackling the London Blitz in 1940. Now 50 years on.
God's Own Country. This is a raw and poetic exploration of rural masculinity, desire, and the transformative power of love. Set in the bleak yet stunning Yorkshire moors, the film follows Johnny, a young farmer burdened by family responsibilities and a repressed sexuality. When a Romanian migrant worker, Gira, arrives on the farm, a slow-burning and intense connection develops between the two men. Director Francis Lee's masterful storytelling captures the stark beauty of the landscape and the quiet desperation of its inhabitants. The film's pacing is deliberate, allowing the characters and their emotions to unfold naturally. The performances of Josh O'Connor and Alex Secorianu are both powerful and understated, conveying the depth of their characters' feelings with subtle gestures and intense glances. The sexual tension between Johnny and Georga is palpable, and their eventual physical relationship is depicted with both tenderness and intensity. The film also explores themes of isolation, family, and the search for belonging. God's Own Country is a bold and beautiful film that challenges traditional notions of masculinity and sexuality. It's a must-see for anyone who appreciates thought-provoking cinema.
You're pissed.
No, I'm not.
You're pissed from a bloody gay bar.
How'd you know it's gay anyway?
Because it's got a bloody great pink neon arse outside of it.
You've been spying on me.
Beautiful Thing. Beautiful Thing is quite possibly the most beloved of all gay-themed movies. Made in the UK by Channel 4 Films, and first broadcast back in 1996, the Blu-ray version hits like a warm ray of sun in December morning. Adapted by Jonathan Harvey from his own play, the film tells the simple story of Jamie and Steen, these two teenagers living next door to each other on a London housing estate, fall for each other both because of and despite the rather brutal realities of their lives. Jamie and Stay are played by Glenn Barry and Scott Neal. Their performances are surprisingly low-key and natural, and in quiet contrast with the somewhat showier supporting cast of Linda Henry, Ben Daniels, and Tamika Empson as Jamie's mom, her boyfriend, and Mama Cass-obsessed neighbor. Despite the rather disparate group of performances, everything and everyone gels together beautifully. It's not a particularly dramatic tale, and one could guess from the first 10 minutes or so exactly what the few twists and turns in the plot are going to be, and yet it is so beloved because it came out in a dark time when political persecution against the gay community, especially in the UK, was at an all-time peak. Cinema is the mirror of society after all. Don't forget to tell us in the comments which of these movies in our list, or from your own list, you turn to when things get a little difficult now and then.